Hey, hey. All right. 2 minute countdown, babies. 2 minute countdown. 2 minute countdown. Hey, 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 yo. I'm telling you, today's guest is backstage and he already lit. I see him cranking it. I can't wait to bring him on, guys, because I see him cranking it backstage. But once again, we got about 2 minutes and then we're going to jump in. Hey. "60-second countdown, guys. 60-second countdown." "30 seconds, y'all. 30 seconds. Hey. Y'all do what y'all can, but I do what I want. What's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? You already know who it is. It's your girl, Lillie Mae, and we are prime time. Yes, it is prime time, 12 noon on Saturday. And I'm going to jump right in because we're rocking it out today with a spectacular gentleman. And what I love about him is I don't want to call him a millennial because I think he's a Gen Zer. I think he just missed millennial by, I think millennials, what? Millennials stopped at like 93. So whatever, we're going to jump in. But creative, innovative. From Buffalo, New York to Fort Worth, Texas to Austin, Texas, Jay Benedict is doing the daggone thing. And so, guys, without further ado, I want to bring to you 26-year-old business owner straight coming from Austin, Texas, Mr. Justin Benedict.
What's up?
What's up?
Hello. Thanks for having me.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really excited, Justin, to have you here. And what I want to do is this. I want you to really talk about your journey, but let's get all the preliminaries out of the way. Let's just get all the preliminaries out of the way. So you're from Buffalo, New York, up here, but now you're in Austin, Texas. Tell me about the transition from New York to Texas before we get technical.
Oh, well, that's a big one. It definitely took some transition time for me. Luckily, you know, I am from a really progressive background and family. So both of my parents are psychologists, and that really kind of, throughout my whole life, I've really been able to connect and branch out with people from different walks of lives and different cultures, which has really helped me succeed in the music industry and in moving across the country. So, you know, only child, wanted to get out of my hometown. People there were kind of stuck in the same rut. I didn't want to get stuck in Buffalo for my whole life. So where can I go that nobody I know has been before? Let's go to Fort Worth. Let's go to TCU. So ended up there for 5 years, got my undergrad degree, and then was just in love with music, attending festivals and concerts, and just wanted to get into the business side of that. And no better place to do that than Austin, Texas. So here we are.
Wow, I am so excited, absolutely excited to have you today. And so if I'm not mistaken, you got your Bachelor's of Science in advertising with a business minor.
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
Okay, so now getting a bachelor's in advertising, what does that mean? What exactly does that mean? Describe that a little bit.
So it's kind of, at least the program through TCU, it's kind of an integrated program of public relations, PR, and advertising and marketing. So a little bit of digital marketing, running social media, a little bit of physical marketing, printing materials, signs, banners, things like that. And then just strategic communications and engaging with consumers and clients in the best professional way and to reach business goals.
So I hear data analytics.
Yes.
Which is major and necessary, especially for our independent artists out here. But also, what I'm hearing is that by you getting this degree in advertising, it really opens up a wide array of opportunities for you, because you could technically work for a for-profit hospital. You can continue to work in the music industry. You can go to a Fortune 500 company. That gave you a new reach, right?
Absolutely. You know, I think sometimes people tend to box themselves in with a degree. And I think that in advertising or strategic communications or marketing degree, it can be applied to so many different professions. And even if I hadn't gone down this route, you know, marketing, advertising, PR, those are all skills, tangible skills that you can apply to anything you do. And any communications with people, even in your personal life. So definitely important.
Okay, so Justin, all right, business and advertising. So you left Fort Worth and went to Austin. Shout out to Austin. That's somewhere where I always said that I could potentially live, right?
Amazing.
But you went to Austin and you took a full-time position as a graphic designer. So what is that like? Because that's a totally different thing.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of related with the marketing advertising aspect, because part of that is creating digital content for ads and for social media spaces. So I actually been like an artist my whole life, grew up like hand drawing, fine art, stuff like that, painting, stuff like that. So I always was very artsy, and kind of a bridge between arts and advertising is graphic design, and making the graphics and the visual representation of those advertisements. So it was an easy transition and connection for me. Something that I enjoy doing, which makes a ton of difference. Which is why you're doing what you're doing,
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so advertising, you're able to do creative advertising. You're able to push the data analytics. So I'm assuming that pushed you into the whole promotional management, because I know that you started to do something with promotion. So describe what that looks like.
Sure. So I actually, at this point, am consulting for a lot of different promotion teams in the music industry in Austin. But one thing that is a commonality, I guess, is often a lack of branding and advertising promotional focus. So me stepping in and finding ways to kind of narrow down and find where are we losing our effectiveness with what we're doing in the promotional space, and how can we put that back in and be more effective and make sure we're targeting the right people and making sure our voice is heard by the people that need to hear it.
So, all right. So, Justin, that means that you have to really do a SWOT analysis. As a consultant, you're doing a SWOT analysis, and you're finding that target. You might ask them, what's your ideal audience? But then you narrow that down to a target audience. Is that kind of how it works?
Absolutely. Yeah. That's taking me back to my TCU days with the SWOT analysis. That is absolutely 100% accurate. Yes, love it.
Absolutely, guys. I hope you heard that. So basically, Justin, and we're getting ready to talk about the big project he has, but I'm so excited because I'm rocking it out today. I hashtagged him Jay Benedict because he is the man with the plan. I'm so proud of you. You haven't even reached 30 yet, and you are well known in the industry. And so, guys, this is what I want you to understand. We look for names in the headlights. We look for names in the rafters. But I look for independent individuals who have their own sort of buzz. Because the reality is that mainstream isn't going to touch you if you're not running their kind of C-notes. Hello, somebody. And so I think that it's important for us to reach out and find people that are doing what we're doing, people that can complement, not supplement what we're doing, because we need to find more complementary partnerships. And so, Justin, I thank you so much for embracing my platform and rocking out with me today.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
But let's jump right back in. So, all right. You went to TCU, and by the way, awesome choice. Awesome choice. We share some commonalities that I'm not going to get into, but awesome choice because I know that through business, you had to put a little of that theological aspect in there as well. So spectacular.
Thank you.
Then you went into graphic design, promotions and things of that nature. But Justin, you didn't stop there. You took that expertise that you got from all these different pockets and you started your own. Tell us about your own.
So this has been a huge passion for me and really, really meaningful. I'm starting this talent management company, Veridian. So moving to Austin and becoming involved in the music scene through the promotional side of things, I really saw a space where there are so many underground artists here that are so talented and do not have either the training as far as promotions and branding themselves that I have, or they're just kind of lost in the cycle of their playing. These people are willing to, they're not living to their fullest extent in their career just because they feel like they're stuck in this cycle of nobody recognizing their talent or not having branding experience. And so I've really just, and one of the reasons why I think the music industry has really adopted me and embraced me here is because I care about this community and these people so much. And I'm sitting here seeing my friends and these people that are incredibly talented, but if no one helps them out, in 10 years from now, they're going to be playing the same club for the same $20 on a Friday night. And they deserve better than that. So, I tried to insert myself into these people's careers and help out in any way I could, particularly with branding. I do their graphic design. I get them gigs, booking agents, all that stuff. So I actually had no intention of starting a management company until people reached out to me and said, please be my manager. I want you to be my manager. And after enough time and enough people approached me like that, it was hard to refuse, and it felt like something I should do. So here we are.
So you were led by passion, but you were also led by purpose.
Absolutely.
Wow, Justin, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. And so now, what does your roster look like?
Oh, we have 6 electronic producers here in Austin. Mix of, it's all EDM electronic music, all DJs, producers, but a range within those subgenres of EDM. So they're mostly bass artists. We have 1 experimental techno artist, a rhythm artist, a couple dubstep artists. So some variation within the EDM scene, which is good. And one thing that's important to note is they're at kind of all over the spectrum of where they're at in their music journeys and their careers. So one thing that's important that I've come to learn for a manager is to not to gauge expectations based off of where these people are in their journeys. I can't expect one client to fulfill the same things as another client. And gauging that expectation and tailoring what you do for them based off what they need at their point in their career. Not everyone's at the same point. Not everyone's doing the exact same thing. Not everyone has the same goals for their music career. So just recognizing that and playing off of that.
All right, so Justin, so let's slow down for a second. So you have this roster, you have this extensive network, and even though you're building this brand and this business, you still understand that you have to meet people where they are.
Absolutely.
But with that, what would you say to somebody that is just starting out, an artist is just starting out, and they don't want to go through the process, they want to shoot to the stars already? How do you work with that artist?
Well, every artist, I think, should be shooting for the stars. If you're gonna, it depends. I'm only gonna take on a client if they are serious enough about it. I'm not gonna waste my time, and I'm not gonna waste someone else's time. They need to be passionate enough and serious enough about it that they want to shoot for. They want to hit the stars. And whether we don't want to jump out of the gate expecting to reach the stars, we want to set realistic goals. So one thing that's important, and it's very basic, people do this in their personal lives too, but set tangible goals for 2 months, 6 months, a year. If we're just talking about a goal in 6 years, that's you being on tour and playing festivals, then that's always just going to be something that's in the distance. But if you start setting, we're going to release an EP, a 4-track EP in 6 months, we're going to do that. We're committing to that. That's something that's more feasible, and it's something that they feel is more feasible. So it's something that they can actually track and shoot for and feel good about.
Wow, guys, once again, I'm rocking it out with Justin Benedict, the CEO of artist management and event company Veridian Management, and he is out of Austin, Texas. Justin, I'm pretty sure that everybody watching wants to know the answer to this question. Are you only managing people in your area?
Right now, I'm only managing people in Texas. It's not something that I'm planning on scaling up. But one thing that's important is making sure that I can do that sustainably, excuse me. So I will never let it reach a point where I am slacking on a client or not providing my best service to a client because of distance or because of the number of clients I have. So while the location isn't quite as important as the volume of clients, I guess. So I'm currently looking for a co-manager. And there just becomes a point where I get spread too thin. I'm just one guy doing a lot of things. So I'm definitely open, and I have people contact me in other states for management. Part of it too is just where my connections currently are to be able to get bookings or help these people out. So right now, California, Texas, and New York are really the main areas where I can help people and take on clients. That being said, I need to find a co-manager. Things I'm looking for right now, scaling up the business so it's sustainable, and I'm not going to slack on a client.
I got it. Now, we know coronavirus hit real hard March and April, but you did something in March. What did you do in March?
We actually had the last music event in Austin before all the clubs and bars, before everything was shut down. We were the last events. And it was during what was supposed to be South by Southwest. So it was a very crazy time here. The city was expecting an influx of 100,000 people for this event, for this week, and it all just came crashing down. And we, just tried to create a space that was as safe as we could at the time. I'm not going to lie, we did receive some backlash, but you can't make everybody happy, and we did everything we could to make sure everyone was safe, and we did everything according to what the city was saying at the time. So and it was pretty successful. It was my biggest event I've had, my second event that I've ever thrown. So it was really good, and it showcased all of our clients and really created a space for them to be heard, and some of them got some great connections out of it. So, I think it was a success, and I'm definitely glad we did it. It was a lot of fun.
Wow. Kudos to Justin. Let me tell you something. I'm hung up on this because I'm so excited. A lot of the students that I taught are now between like 20 and 24. And a lot of them want to be in business. They went to school for sports management, or they went to school for marketing, and they want to be in the industry. And you sitting here at 26 years old, and you are doing things that people in their 40s and 50s still trying to do. And it's like, oh my God, this is brilliant. And I know that you work with a diverse group of people. So I'm elated right now. I'm elated. Now, ILLFest, was that ILLFest, or is ILLFest something different?
ILLFest is something different. That's actually
ILLFest, because I'm like, back in my day, we said,
yeah, exactly. No, yeah, that's separate. That I actually got connected to that through Good Vibes, which is the first event company. I currently manage it, but the first event company in Austin that I became part of. And it's a really awesome festival. It's obviously been canceled for this year, planning on it for next year. But that is also a great, a lot of things that I do kind of, like you mentioned earlier, kind of help each other, build off of each other. And it's a great space for me to help my clients land it. If my clients can play ILLFest or play these shows, and that's a great, most of them have never played a festival. That's a great place for them to do that. It also helps me with my networking, and it's a great festival too. It's a, last time we had it, it was a one day at the Travis County Expo Center. A lot of big EDM artists. It's a lot of fun. You should come sometime. Let me know.
Well, actually, I'm ready to shout out Sky4 Records, CEO Frank Mosley. We work very closely together. I actually serve as his lead consultant. And just a couple of days ago, we decided that we are coming to and support you. So I'm telling you publicly, Frank, if you're out there watching, please leave Justin a comment. After this, I will invite him backstage and you will meet the CEO of Sky 4 Records. We are going to come and check you out next year. If we can come this year and meet with you one-on-one, we will. But I have to throw that out there. He was impressed with your resume. I'm impressed with your resume. And we hopefully can connect you with some other people. So that's my gift to you because you embraced me from the beginning. Justin, I'm so proud of you.
You are amazing. Thank you so much.
But you don't know when you open your arms. I received it and I opened mine in return and I talked with Frank and he was like, wow, I've never heard of this, but he looked it up and we were just like, all right, South by Southwest, he got something going on with that. We going to meet this guy. You're brilliant.
I'm looking forward. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time, girl.
Yes. No, okay, Justin. Because we got about 10 more minutes, and I could sit and talk to you all day. And like I told someone a couple of weeks ago, the energy is there. I love the vibe. So this is the beginning. Definitely nowhere near the end. All right. So Justin, what's next? Because at 26, you've accomplished a lot. What's next?
You know, that's a good question. And like we talked about, kind of just scaling up the Veridian business so I can take on more clients and expand that to different states. At the end of the day, there's a lot of goals that I need to achieve with Veridian. You know, my goal with any client is to have them playing festivals and touring. And that's not something that most of my guys are doing right now. So, you know, getting these guys to a place where they're touring and you know, the whole reason I'm doing this is to help these people's careers. But at the end of the day, I also have to feed myself too. And as a talent manager, that doesn't really happen unless these guys really take it to the next level. So helping these guys growing with these guys, I have a lot of I'm only 26. I have a lot of growing up to do as well. So growing with these guys, continuing to build my brand, continuing to network with awesome people like you. Yeah, and build community. And, you know, the world seems to be falling apart around us, and people.
We're not falling apart because guess what? Music is going to save this world.
Absolutely.
And we have to come together to make it happen. And Justin, oh my God, this is brilliant. You know, you are going to grow. Just know that you have partners and affiliates in Georgia and in Virginia. So all you have to do is call us, let us know what you need, and we're going to make certain that we do what we can do to expand Veridian and help you reach, as well as we're expanding our reach every day. And we know that we cannot do it by ourselves. So Justin, we're excited. We're excited. We are excited.
I'm ecstatic. And the name of the game is mutually beneficial relationships. I can't say that enough. You know what? Finding those people that are trying to make a difference and connecting those people, and how can I help you? And hopefully that's reciprocate. Everybody has something to offer. You know, it's about finding that, presenting it, and connecting to people that I can help you in this way, and you can help me in that way, and we're going to grow together. And that's what it's about.
You know what? That's a powerful ending thought, but I still have one more question. I still have one more question. All right, Justin. You have someone who wants to follow in your footsteps. You know, they have the graphic design down pat, and they didn't go to school for the business, but say they went to school for sociology. What advice would you give to them on how to get started?
I think one thing that's extremely important is to take the L's, take the losses in stride, and not get discouraged. You know, when I first graduated from TCU, I was expecting some six-figure starting salary, a lot of promises about a good university and getting a degree there. I drove, after graduating, I drove up the West Coast for 3.5 months looking for jobs out there, thinking I was going to land some huge thing, which just did not happen. And, you know, that's disheartening. And there's so many people my age or out of high school that are facing that type of thing. And fortunately, we live in a day and age with, you can learn a lot of these technical skills online, even YouTube, free classes. You can be self-taught, and there's so many startups and so many people that are incredibly more successful than people that got an undergraduate degree. That does not define you, whether or not you have an undergraduate degree, not one bit. So understand that you might have to take a couple of losses to get there, but stay on the path and learn as much as you can, and be open to learning and to taking those losses with stride and getting back on, and you're going to make it,
Wow. So guys, it's prime time, and I'm sitting here with Justin Benedict, CEO of Veridian Management, talent manager extraordinaire, graphic designer, the great, just advertising and marketing guru at 26 years old. Guys, he is the best thing smoking out of Texas. He can shoot up the coast to California, but guess what? We're going to make our way to Texas so that we can bring him back out to the East Coast. And oh my gosh, Justin, I see Veridian Management. I see workshops. I see virtual webinars. I see so much greatness in your future. Justin, I'm excited. I'm excited to have met you, to be able to present you to the world as if they didn't already know you. And we're going to expand the reach. So I say to you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to close out, but I'm going to hold you backstage, but let everybody know where they can find you on social media.
Absolutely. And thank you. I mean, you radiate positivity, and your vibe is amazing, and it's been a blessing to be on here. So thank you for having me. You guys can follow me on all platforms at Veridian, Veridian MGMT. I can post them in comments or somewhere afterwards, I think. But definitely give us a follow. Stay in touch. A lot of good music coming from my clients. A lot to grow and build on. So yeah, y'all stay in touch.
We need those. So what I'll do, guys, after we go backstage and Justin and I talk, when we put his clip together, we will make sure that we list all of his clients so that you can follow them, subscribe to their IGs, their YouTubes. Let's make this thing pop. Shout out to Raj Will out of Los Angeles, California. Justin, that's definitely somebody you want to connect with. He's a guru just like you. He's just in Southern California. So definitely want to make that connection. Shout out, like I said, Frank Mosley in Atlanta, Georgia, Kevin Sutton and Swag 100 Podcast out of Philly, PA. So Justin, we're about to be connected to everybody all over the world. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We also have Radio Lachey. So definitely check out Radio Lachey. And she's in Dallas. That's somebody you definitely want to connect with as well. But Justin, I'm going to hold you backstage. I'm going to close out and we're going to finish rocking out.
Sounds good.
Justin. Guys, you already know what time it is. It's prime time at 12 noon on Saturday, and I was just rocking it out with Justin Benedict of Veridian Management. But once again, we have to go because we have a busy day. We're headed over to King Leon Production Studio down here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it is the ribbon cutting today. Your girl Lillie Mae will be on the scene broadcasting live from King Leon Productions. And so I definitely cannot wait to rock it out with you guys on Tuesday night. It's going to be consulting time once again at 7 p.m. But as always, we come to you to drop joy, jewels, and justice. Have an awesome Saturday, everyone.